Hola estudiantes, vamos a tener un torneo de campeonato de fútbol. Es un torneo femenil y varonil. Si están interesados, va a haber una junta el 27 de septiembre a las 4:15 hasta las 5. O pueden hablar con Coach Camacho en el Salón 287 o con mi Sandoval 283. Los esperamos.
Hi, I'm Coach Stephen Smith, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about my college experience. It begins at the end of my senior year when an Air Force recruiter comes to my high school. I decide to take that path. Now, one thing you have to remember about this is sort of a delayed path because they're not going to stop a world event because you have a paper to turn in. So it's going to take a little bit longer to finish your degree, but I'm glad that I went in that direction because I was able to get a degree in journalism and actually work as a sports writer for several years. The value of that degree also made me available to make the transition over to becoming an educator. And because I ended up retiring from the Air Force, I was able to finish up my master's degree once I became a teacher, and currently I'm in a doctorate course. But it all goes back to my choice to go ahead and begin my educational journey by joining the Air Force. Now that's definitely not a recruiting thing there to try to get anybody to do that, but it worked out for me. So that is my college story.
Good morning, Vikings. I'm Andrea with Hispanic Heritage Month, and today we're going to talk about Selena Quintanilla. Selena Quintanilla was also well known as a queen of Tejano music. She was a singer, songwriter, businesswoman, and fashion designer. She was well known for her song Como la Flor. She was born on April 16, 1971, and died on March the 31st, 1995. She started her music career by being a member of Selena y los Dinos, which she also included her siblings, A.B. Quintanilla and Zuzia Quintanilla. Years later, she got married to Chris Perez. He was the lead guitarist of Selena y los Dinos. She later got assassinated by her manager/best friend, Yolanda. And well, that's all for Hispanic Heritage Month, and now Viking View with Alejandro.
Do you recommend studying? If so, how much?
Personally, I don't study just because that's how I do it. But I mean, if you don't get the material, then go ahead and study. But I don't. I think it's a waste of time.
Personally, I don't like to study unless I absolutely have to. So if you don't have to, I wouldn't do it. But if you do need the material, just do it.
I don't really study, but I would recommend it if you want to keep up with your grades and do good in class.
I personally don't study if I already know the material, because if I study, then I forget whatever I studied.
I personally don't study. I just pay attention.
Me personally, I don't really study. I use Quizlets. I guess that counts as studying, but quizzes it helps more than actually studying.
I usually study the night before if it's a big test, or I use a lot of Quizlet.
How do you understand the material in class?
I understand the material by paying attention to what the teacher is teaching in her lesson.
I make sure to keep my phone face down, and if I need to, I'll do one in, one out with my AirPods to see if that works, or if not, I'll end up asking questions.
In class, I make sure to take notes and to make sure I'm paying attention to the teacher and not on my phone, not listening to music. Just try to get as much material down as I can.
I take my notes and ask questions over what I don't understand, and that's it.
To understand the material, I try to pay attention to my teacher, and if I don't understand the subject she's talking about, I normally ask her for help with it.
I pay attention to the lessons and I take notes.
I ask a lot of questions just to make sure I fully understand what the teacher is saying.
What would you recommend to keep your grades up?
To keep my grades up, I recommend not procrastinating and completing your assignments the day it's due and the night it's due.
I'd recommend doing your work on time before it all starts piling up, and then just ask questions and take notes over things that you didn't understand.
Don't procrastinate, because if you procrastinate long enough, then your work is just going to build up and you'll get more behind than you already are.
Talk to your teachers if you can or able to. Do remediation is very important.
Just stay on top of your work. Don't wait till the last minute to turn stuff in.
Also, just turn in your work, and I always ask your peers for help and your teachers. And you can also ask other teachers, not just in that same subject, and maybe your parents.
Good morning, Nimitz Vikings. I'm Alejandro, and you're watching Viking View. Vikings, today is the first Nimitz block party after the homecoming parade. There'll be snow cones, food trucks, student vendors, and games. The booths open at 5 p.m. and close at 7 p.m. And also tomorrow will be the Nimitz tradition of the burning of the V, with performances from the Kings, the Vikas, the cheerleaders, and the band. So make sure to bring your family and friends. Now let's go to Francisco with sports.
Thank you, Alejandro. I'm Francisco with sports. Tomorrow, the tennis JV team will be having a district match against Lake Highlands at 4 p.m. And on Saturday, the cross country team will be running at Centennial High School, so make sure to support. That's all the news for sports. Now back to you, Alejandro.
Thank you, Francisco. Vikings, today's Historical and Black Colleges Universities Day. So there'll be HBCUs on campus today during lunch. So stop by and learn more about these amazing colleges and universities. And also, tomorrow's dress-up theme is Superhero Dress-Up Day. So find your favorite superhero outfit and come to school. Well, that's all the news for today, Vikings, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Please stand for the pledge. Place your right hand over your heart. Ready? Begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible,